Welcome back to eSim Studios. My name is Taylor Bell, and this is eSim Studios platform on YouTube. Now, we do anything that's mobile tech, right? We cover phone cases, we cover app reviews, we review phones, anything that involves technology we cover, right? And I've actually been following a story that involves tech, big time tech, artificial intelligence. Well, there's been some developing news in the AI world that's been like a soap opera over this last probably 2 to 3 days. And if you're not aware, I will briefly describe what's going on. OpenAI, Sam Altman, and Chat GPT. Now, I'm assuming you've heard one of those, and it's probably Chat GPT. Now, what are the other two fall in? Well, OpenAI is the parent company or the company that created Chat GPT, and Sam Altman is the founder and CEO of OpenAI. And there's been a bunch of news and stories all over the place that encompasses all three of those. Now, why have they been making news recently? Well, I guess you can throw Microsoft in there as well. But Sam Altman was fired from his own company. Microsoft hired him, and then he got hired back on with OpenAI. Now, what was the reasoning for the firing? Well, we have Sam Altman. Sorry, I got distracted. Sam Altman was, before he got fired, and when we're talking just probably 4 or 5 days ago, he was currently 4 or 5 days ago, again, before he got fired, working on a team, right? R&D, research and development. He was head of a team that was creating, forming, and cultivating a new breakthrough type of artificial intelligence. Now, it's been stated that it is quote unquote groundbreaking AI, something we've never seen before, something that would just blow everybody's, just that big of a development. Now, somebody on his team in that department was, I'm going to try to use the right words, so scared, so concerned, so shook up of their developments inside that team at OpenAI with that new artificial intelligence. Somebody was so concerned of what it could do to humanity, right? Obviously being, well, if that development continues on, which it would get to the point where it would be a threat to humanity, basically. So one of this team member, let me show you a picture of Sam if most of y'all are not familiar with him. So this is Sam right here, Sam Altman. I believe he's late 30s. Again, founder and CEO, creator of OpenAI, who formed ChatGPT. So somebody was so concerned, so shocked of where this research and development was going, that they sent a letter to the board of directors for OpenAI. And if OpenAI, publicly traded company, they have a board of directors, so no one person can have all that power, right? So it's like a majority vote, basically. I don't know. I think it's 10 or 11, maybe 12 board members, maybe less, somewhere around there. And they vote on certain which way they want the company to go, right? The decision making. Should we do this over that? Then they would vote on it. Whoever gets majority vote, then they go in that direction. Big time company decisions, the board has all say so. So somebody sent this letter to the board of directors saying, hey, this new research and development, describing it, it's scary, blah, 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 describing what it is and the developments they have found and the research that's been put in, and basically where this is going is not good. So a late night phone call, they get this letter. I think it was at the end of the day. It went to one of the board members. They were sitting on it for a few hours. They had dinner, and I guess they were like sitting on it, trying to figure out, what to do. How do I present this? They were probably shocked and blown away that, Sam and his team actually created what they had found. Well, the board member picked the phone up, called all the other board members. Now, this was at like 12 or 1 in the morning. And told the other board members the recent developments, that Sam has been up to with his team and the company. And hey, I got this letter, and it's shocking. I can't believe this. Oh my God. So they literally decided that night or early in the morning to basically fire Sam Altman from the company. And he was the CEO. The board members vote on all these things, and they voted to let him go. Now, news of this spread like wildfire a few hours later. By then it was morning. They're on West Coast time, I'm Central time. So I think it was like 10 a.m. midweek that I read this news, and I was like, what? Everybody was shocked, right? Everybody was shocked. And literally within a few more hours, I'm telling you, it was like a soap opera, right? Every few hours, new groundbreaking news. So a couple hours, news got around that he got fired, I think around 10 a.m. my time. And then probably 12, 1 or 2, a few hours later, we get news again that Microsoft is going to hire Sam Altman to lead their AI department at Microsoft. Now, if you don't know, Microsoft purchased 49% of OpenAI. Now, this was about 6 months ago. So Microsoft is a not a majority, but it's a large minority, the largest minority holder in OpenAI. And Microsoft also implemented ChatGPT in their Internet Explorer, Bing. So they're heavily invested in OpenAI. Makes sense to just bring him over. He'll lead the AI team at Microsoft, right? Well, while this is going on, OpenAI is going through turmoil. They're hiring from within other high senior executives as the CEO. In fact, I got pictures. This is Sam Altman on the top, and these are his associates. I think they went to college together. Maybe 1 or 2 did. I'm not sure. But they basically helped start the company with Sam. We're with him at the beginning, helped them build everything. ChatGPT, the company, everything from the ground up. So the board members promote the woman here on the left as CEO. She, within a few hours of that, because I got news of that, and then again, a few hours after they announced she was CEO, she stepped down, right? And so they're like, well, what do we do now? And that made news when she stepped down. So then they hired this gentleman here on the right within the blue sweatshirt. They announced he would be the CEO. And then he stepped down a few hours later. And what does that say? That says a number of things, right? It says that for one, look, it could be a number of things. I was going through my head. There's a ton of stuff, right? It doesn't matter. What matters is he didn't want the spot. So what do? They're in turmoil. Every person they promote doesn't want the position. They don't want to take Sam's place. Sam is, from what obviously I don't know him, but from what I understand, and I knew of him, but didn't really do much research. After all this has been going on the last few days, I've done a ton of research. He seems like a very loyal person, a good friend, a very hard worker. So loyal of a friend that while they were promoting people to CEO to take Sam's place, 750 employees of OpenAI basically put in their resignation. They said, and that's a large majority of their, I believe, of their employees. Or it may not be majority, but it's a huge number. They said they went to the board of directors and said, and look, these are engineers. These are people that do coding, people that software developers, software engineers, very important people to the company. So they said they went to the board of OpenAI and said, we quit. If you do not bring Sam back as the CEO, we are leaving. And I believe the other two people said that as well. They not only stepped down, but they said they were leaving as well. So what does OpenAI do in that position? If it continued like such, that would be the end of OpenAI. The company would crumble. Of course, they can hire people to fill those positions, but it's not the same. When you replace that many employees, not just employees, but many of these employees started from the ground from when it was first formed. So they know the culture. They are the culture of OpenAI, of ChatGPT. The company their stock would go to pennies, because the likelihood of it succeeding, OpenAI succeeding after Sam left, after these two high executives leave, after 750 employees, very high profile employees. Look, like these are not janitors, right? These are not truck drivers, people that forming the company, right? The brains behind the operation. If those people leave, 750 plus 3 high senior executives, that'd be it for OpenAI. So what do? Basically, have no choice. So what they did is they reached out to Sam and said, Sam, we need you back. We need you back real bad. At least the board members that voted to keep him, because remember, the board voted to fire him. So it was a split decision. Some wanted him gone. Some wanted him to stay. Now, there were more board members that wanted him gone than wanted him to stay, and that's why he was fired. But the ones that were voted for him to stay, and that says a lot when you have that many people basically willing to put their careers on the line for your back, right? Now, look, they could probably go get a job at, you know what? Microsoft said, come over here. We'll take everybody. We will take everybody. They were going to take those 2 executives that I showed you that got promoted and stepped down. They were going to go over to Microsoft, or at least Microsoft said, come over. And the 750 employees, Microsoft said, we told Sam, we'll bring everybody over here. And Microsoft has got an ungodly amount of money, and it's right up their alley. Basically make Microsoft the leader in AI, which is, hey, that's great for them. That's what they want, right? So the board members that voted to keep Sam said, look, we got to get him back. Like, we absolutely have to get him back. Company's going to go down the toilet with everybody jumping ship. So what do? Next day, they bring Sam back. Now, he went back to ChatGPT. He went back to OpenAI. Now, I'm sure he got a boatload of money, but when you're in that level of business and technology in business, sometimes the money doesn't even really matter. Sure, it's great, but what's 115 million compared to 100 million, right? Of course, you say, "What's $15 million?" Right, but they're leading technology. This is cutting edge technology, and we'll get into that shortly. But the board members that wanted to bring him back, Sam said, "Okay, I'll come back, but the board needs to be reorganized." They got he got rid, or I don't know if I don't want to put that on him. The board members that voted him out for him to get fired are now gone, or at least their positions are different in the company. I don't know if they got fired or if they changed position. I'm assuming they got fired, but he somehow, look, this is all in the business legal side. Sam came back to OpenAI. The board members that voted him to be fired are gone, and they reorganized the board members and how they operate. So these two people, the other two executives that got voted as CEO and stepped down, they're back, and the 750 employees that said that they were going to leave are back, basically. So this all happened within, I think, 2 or 3 days, and sent the tech community like in a frenzy. It was like a soap opera. I don't think the tech world has seen something. I'm sure they've seen something similar, but not to this magnitude. Now, the question comes to mind. What was that breakthrough AI? What was so frightening that they discovered that they were frightened, or they couldn't let this happen on their watch? They can't believe he was developing this. Now, they've made a statement after all this is said and done, went to Microsoft, came back to OpenAI. They made a statement, I think today, and just said it was one of the board members was quoted as saying miscommunication led to his initial firing. Now, I've also read headlines saying that he lied to the board because he was confronted in the past about, like, what are you doing with this department in R&D? And they basically said miscommunication, or he led them astray, or didn't tell them the truth about what they were really doing with this department. But that's he said, she said. We don't know if any of that's real. However, there are reports, because I'm like, what the hell what kind of AI are we talking about where it would create this much wake in its path, where it just, crumble a $1 billion company, and it's all on the shoulders of Sam Altman. This is rumors, right? I don't have any insider info or anything, but I've seen online from multiple sources that I would consider reputable. It's not just Joe Blow on Twitter. It's somebody within the tech world has said that Sam Altman and his team at OpenAI created an artificial intelligence with emotion, where basically it can think for itself, like you and me. It can think for itself. It can speak. It can do math problems, but it was able to have feelings. Now, if that's true, I can see why they freaked out. The board members. Now, I don't think he should have been fired, right? He founded the company, right? So he should stay there until it either ultimately successful or it crashes and burns in 10 years, right? But that's what a board does. But if he created with his team artificial intelligence that has emotions, that is groundbreaking. That is something that, now, depending on how your mind can start going, depending on how you start thinking about this, it could be a threat to humanity. It could be, or it could be a wonderful breakthrough with some sort of limitations, right? Because one of the first things I thought of is, well, what if it gets emotions like a scorned ex lover or an ex girlfriend that just goes crazy, and or boyfriend that goes crazy, ex boyfriend, and that's emotion, right? They cut your tires, they harass you. Is it able to have those emotions? So those are the things I think that the board members that voted him to get rid of him were thinking, right? Can't have this, but I'm assuming that's what they were thinking. I don't know, but that makes sense to me as far as what has to be something groundbreaking. I keep on saying that they were developing. Now, again, this is rumors; it's nothing's confirmed, but that's what he was working on, and had were apparently was quite successful in R&D, research and development of this new AI. Now, again, we don't know if they're going to continue this like, because one of the stipulations of coming back, again, what we don't know is, can he continue this breakthrough AI? Can he continue this project, or did they put a stop to it? I'm assuming he will be able to continue. Um, I mean, he's the CEO again, and we'll have to see where it goes. Very incredible turn of events. Now, is it going to be like iRobot in 20 years? Maybe. I don't know. But look, eventually it's going to be that. Whether it's 20 years, 5 years, or 100 years, there will be artificial intelligence, whether in a computer or in a computer in a construction that looks like a human body, right? That's possible. Well, in fact, I take that back. That will happen at some point. It's just a matter of time, right? Technology progresses every day, and at some point we'll get there. But makes me wonder too how the government would get involved if that was the case. I'm sure that they would put some kind of laws in place, but that doesn't mean that research and development cannot progress. It just means for public consumption and safety, there may be some rules and regulations put in place. But very, very interesting story. I look, if anything else breaks, I'll obviously keep you updated on this. This stuff really is cool to me, interests me. I know I haven't covered a lot of AI. We've done a few videos here and there, and I'll continue to cover this, but it is a very soap opera like story, and we'll see. I'll continue to do homework in the background and see what's up with this AI that they were developing, and let y'all know if any new stuff comes out. But that'll do it for the day. I did want to get this out there because I find this incredibly entertaining, right? It just grabs and grips at least my attention, because this stuff's cool. I like this stuff. So Sevyn Studios, we are the leader, and actually I think the fastest growing tech YouTube channel out there. Now, there may be some others that have 1 million subscribers that gain, 10,000, 20,000 subscribers a month. But I'm talking, fairly small. I think we just have just under 50,000 subscribers. But I think last month we did, I don't know, a few thousand. So everything's up. Everything's trending up for the channel. So in that, I thank you. Listen, if you want, and speaking of that, of our subscribers, if you want to win this, if you want to win one of these Apple AirTag, go to our website, esimstudios.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom. In there, you can enter our giveaway. We do a giveaway on this channel, one giveaway every 2 weeks. So that's like 2 entries, 2 giveaways a month. We got a ton of these and they're just sitting in the closet. So I figured, you know what, let's give these away. So if you want to win this, go to, and whether, and look, you could be watching this 2 months from now. It may not be this, but it will be something cool, something that involves technology. So no matter when you watch this, go to eSIM Studios, whether it's this or a gaming mouse or a phone or a watch. We're giving stuff away free. So go to esimstudios.com. I believe I have the link in the description box as well. So go down there, check that out, enter for your chance to win something cool. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.